Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be talking about some more Ultra League Remix today, and I've been kind of doing some stuff, you know, like easy mode team and a team that I won a lot with, and I feel like I need to go back to my roots. And in order to do that, I need to fully be in the headspace that past Shrady was in when he started this channel.
Are you looking out for me, or am I left to be without you?
And when he started this channel, it was only the Open Ultra League, and past Shrady was like, I hate legendary Pokemon. I hate them. I hate anything that's meta, and anybody who runs as Pangoro is a goddamn scrub. And then proceeded to run as Pangoro in one of the videos after that. We're gonna just be like having fun instead of trying to sweat, you know what I mean? Because sweating is fun and all, but well, actually no, it's not really that fun. But before we get into the video, if you go on to enjoy it, I would really appreciate it if you left a like. It actually does help out the channel a lot. And if you're new, subscribe as long as you enjoy the content. And if you want to go check out my gaming channel, there will be a link in the description to that. Most recently, we posted a video of me and Jeeves playing 3 creepy games. Probably one of the best episodes we've had yet, because all 3 games are good games, which is kind of like, you know, when you're doing those types of videos, a lot of times the games you play are kind of stinkers, but those were all good, so yeah. And also, follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet. I rarely post anything, so I don't know why you would follow me there, but do it. Okie dokie then. So let's get on into it. Shabibbity babbity boopity babbity bam. Put it in the montage. Nice sack, bro. Professionalism. I love you all. So yes, as I was saying, we are returning to my roots. And my roots were all based upon spice and running Pokemon that you would normally not see in the meta. And here we go. Here's 2 of them right here. Now, both of these do not require XL candy, so you will be happy about that. But I did also put my son on the team because he's my son, and even though he's an XL Pokemon, I love him. I love him no matter what. Let's talk about Crobat. So if you guys know how Golbat is in the Great League, it's the same deal, except for it's got Air Slash instead of Wing Attack. But Wing Attack obviously is a much better move than Air Slash, but Air Slash does heavier damage, so you got that going for you. And then Pangoro, he's a dark and a fighting type, so he wins. He wins. Good job, Pangoro. And I named him Poon. We named him Poon.
Name him that?
His name is Poon. Okay.
Don't name him that.
So yeah. Now, Pangoro would be a lot better if it had, like, counter as a fast move. It would be more like Surfetched if it had counter, but it's got Snarl. But Snarl's still a good move, it's just Pangoro is very glassy. Getting to charge moves is a bit rough, especially if you go for a close combat and debuff yourself. And then also, I wanted to mention, let's go over here first. The reason I have Cross Poison instead of Poison Fang on Crobat is because I ran out of charge TMs. I would probably run Poison Fang instead of Cross Poison if I were you. But Cross Poison does have some benefits. It does better damage, and it's less energy, and it's a Night Slash clone. So you have that chance to 2 times boost your attack stat. It's like a 10% chance, but still nice to have. All right, so let's go through the team. We've got Crobat in the lead with Air Slash and Cross Poison and Shahara Ball. And then we have Pangoro, also known as Poon, in the safe switch position with Snarl, Close Combat, and Night Slash. We're going just Night Slash because I've said that wrong before, and it's Night Slash. Alright, and then we have Scrafty in the back, my good son, my one and only son, Scrafty, with Counter, Power Up Punkaha, and Foul Play. Obviously, Scrafty is part of the top meta, which is why I put him as the closer, because usually with spicy teams like this, you need something to hold it all together. You need a glue. We have 2 Pokemon on the back that get obliterated by Fighters and Charmers, and then we have a Pokemon in the lead that beats Fighters and Charmers. Crobat also double resist fighting, which is a huge benefit because you're gonna find a lot of Fighters come and switch into your Pangoro with this team. But yeah, this was actually a lot of fun to run. Now, I only did 1 set, so there's a chance that this team would make me go 0-5 the next time I tried it, but I had fun in the 1 set that I did, so let's take a peek. Going up against Cafe Moto. Alrighty-dighty. So Crobat into Politoed. Not the best lead. Politoed pretty much beats my whole team. Scrafty can kind of deal with it, but we're going to stay in here. And see, this is where having Poison Fang would be nice. Actually, most situations, Poison Fang would be nice because it debuffs your opponent's defense, which means those air slashes will do more and more damage. The opponent is building up to the Blizzard here, and I'm just, whatever. Take out my Crobat. I don't care. And they go for a Weather Ball, which tells me they might be running Earthquake because they're not even building up to it here the second time. They're just going straight Weather Ball, which is fine. They can just go straight Weather Ball and pretty much win this. I'm going to go for the next Cross Poison here. See, if I had Poison Fang, I think the damage would be better now. Alright, so we get a shield, and we switch into our Pangoro. Pangoro! That's a better name than Poon. We switch into our Pangoro, and they come out with a Lugia. So I don't know if they blind switched because they saw the fighting typing. But this is still a good matchup here. We're going to shield this up because a Sky Tag would be pretty much taking us out, I'm guessing. Lugia doesn't hit that hard, but Pangoro is just a big glass cannon. And as you can see here, I'm getting to these Night Slashes so freaking quick. Only 3 Snarls to a Night Slash. And now I'm pretty sure I can just farm this thing all the way down. Baboosh. You actually were babooshed, my friend. Alright, so we do have a lot of energy here, so I think this is worth a shield. Although I'm not even sure if a Weather Ball would have KO'd there. There's a good chance that it wouldn't have KO'd. And now we're going to go for another Night Slash here because we only get to 1 Night Slash and 1 Close Combat. So yeah, I go for the Night Slash, and now I go for the Close Combat. If this lands, it should be taking out the Politoed. So Pangoro holding its weight. And the last Pokemon is a Golurk. And I'm going to be switching out into my Scrafty here. So this man is running a serious... Yeah, he's serious about his spice, you know what I mean? So we're going to go for the Foul Play here. This is going to be doing super effective damage because of that Ghost typing on Golurk. And it does a lot. It does a lot. Alright, so this is most likely an Earth Power since shields are down. And Ultra... XL Scrafty, though. You know what I'm saying? XL freaking Scrafty. Yeah. Kind of obnoxious how annoying or how tanky these Pokemon are. But either way, GG's and massive respect for running Golurk. Respect. Absolute respect. Alright, into the next battle here. We're going to be switching right away, as that's a good matchup for both Scrafty as well as Pangoro, so we have 2 responses to it. We actually land the Close Combat, and then I realized about right here that it would have been a better idea to build up some more energy first, but at least I landed the Close Combat. I can come back in with the Crobat here, but I will have to shield a potential Rock Slide, because that will be doing a lot of damage. Plus, Crobat can still hit Jellicent for super effective damage with the Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, Machamp is insanely glassy, so it went down with only 2 Air Slashes. And now we're just going to go for the Shadow Ball here. We want to for sure get a shield or do a lot of damage. If they let this go, then that's going to be pretty good for me. So they do shield it, but that's fine. It's a CMP tie, and I let this come through. Fully expecting it to be a Shadow Ball, but this man is actually running Ice Beam. So interesting pick there. In the Ultra League, I switch into my Scrafty, and they come out with their last Pokemon, which is an Alolan Ninetales. And this is not that bad, because they're not running Charm. They're running Powder Snow. So I'm not taking super effective damage from anything other than Dazzling Gleam. So we're just going straight Power Up Punch here. There's no reason to go for Foul Play as it is resisted, and Power Punch is going to make these counters do more and more damage. Obviously, we're probably not going to get any shields with it, but... so I decided to call a bait here, but it is a Dazzling Gleam. That is definitely going to be taking me out. That's double super effective, and instant surrender. Very impressive, Shrady. Can't believe you won that game. I know, right? I didn't. Alright, this one... This one says Scrafty Clutch in the title, so you know what that means. It means that Pangoro and Crobat are going to do absolutely nothing, most likely. Alright, so we pick up a negative lead here. We're going to be switching into the Pangoro. I don't think I shield this. They're not even at a Dazzling Gleam yet anyway. They threw before them. And now they come in with a Politoed. I think they maybe were just confused on what to do. That's why they stayed in there for as long as they did. So we're going to shield up this Weather Ball because we do have 2 Close Combats here. We're going to try to land one, and if we do land this one, we'll go for the Night Slash afterwards to make them think we're going to go for both. And I actually overfarmed by 1. Not sure about that one, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. We still get this off before they get to another Weather Ball. So now we get the shield, and now we actually get to another Night Slash here. Unfortunately, this is not going to KO, but it will do a little bit of chip damage here. Okay, so I switch into the Crobat. Why did I? It's probably a bad idea. I don't think that's a good idea, because now we're gonna be... Oh, wait, they took a while to... No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Okay, so now... now we have doomed ourselves. Now Crobat is stuck in here up against an Ice type. But guess what? This Ice type is also a Fairy type, and we get so close to lagging to death there. Niantic, fix your frickin' game. So we land the cross poison, and we get the night sight or the cross poison boost, which it did absolutely nothing because we went down regardless. And now we come in with the Scrafty here, and I think we just farm it down. I mean, they could be going for a Dazzling Gleam here, so what do? We're gonna shield it up, and it is a Weather Ball, so now we look like a total fool. And now there's no way. There's no freaking way this is Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, there's a freaking Weather Ball. It's a Weather Ball. So we farm them all the way down. And they're probably going to be coming back in with the Politotos. And nope, they come in with a Jellicent. Why not with the Politoed? Look, I'm not going to question this guy. I'm just going to take this as a gift. You know what I mean? This is a gift from the heavens. So we're going to be going for 2 foul plays here. This is probably going to get a shield. Or not. And now we catch on the Pangoro. Get sacked, my friend. You're... Yeah. He went for Ice Beam. Oh, I guess... No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Because he was trying to land it on the Scrafty. So it would have been... Shadow Ball would be resisted. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so we get a shield with the Power Punch because they know that I'm going to be able to farm down both Pokemon. But unfortunately for them, XL Scrafty doesn't care about no Weather Ball. And now our counters are our counters are boofed up. Our counters are boofed. Don't boof, kids. Don't boof. That'll make your parents mad. Alright, so able to take that win right after boofing our counters up. So I should have said this in the beginning, but the best battle is this battle right here. This is the best battle, so if you made it this far, congratulations. This is it seriously is. It's a really, really good one. And you'll see why. Alright, so we're picking up a lead in XL Defense Deoxys, powered all the way up to 2500. What a sweat. And we're going to be going straight for the Shadow Ball here, because this thing is insane. I think we actually shield... Nope, we let it go. Rock Slide coming through, and... Okay, Crobat's fine with a Rock Slide. I mean, it's not fine with it, but... It tanked it okay. We're gonna go for the Shadow Ball, and that does a little bit like with the air slashes. That does more than the Rock Slide plus the double resisted counters are doing. So this is a pretty good exchange so far. We're gonna go for the Cross Poison. That is not gonna KO. We're getting some lag, and he does have enough for 2 Psycho Boosts. So what I'm going to do here is shield one and then catch the second one on the Pangoro, but we actually sniped him. He did have another Psycho Boost there, but it didn't really matter, because even if he landed it, it would be double resisted. No, single resisted here. So now they come in with a Politoed, and I am not going to be shielding this. I'm just going to be building up some energy here. I think we survived 2 Weather Balls from full health, and then we should be able to get to 2 close combats. And I bait. I shouldn't have baited there. Shouldn't have baited. But that's fine. Either way, we're going to get hopefully get a shield. We do get a shield, and now we can go for the close combat. They probably think he's probably got 2 Night Slashes. He's going for back-to-back Night Slashes, right? So, baboosh. You have been babooshed, my friend. And now you're over-farming, so now you're going to have to shield something else. Maybe. They probably won't shield this. Unless they know what it is. Yeah, okay. So now, we try to... Excuse me. We try to keep the Pangoro alive there by switching into the Crobat. But I'm very glad that I did not, because now... Pangoro is not really like super useful to me. Alright, so we switch into the Scrafty, and they blind swap into a Berserker, which means they need to get to 2 close combats in order to get my shield and then land one of them. And they're obviously taking super effective damage here, but unfortunately for them, they're about to land a double resisted close combat onto my Crobat, and we sneak an Air Slash through, so they go down even with another close combat loaded, and then they quit out. So I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, but able to go 4-1. I had another video, but I don't know where it went. So instead, we're gonna do a bonus battle. All right, we will do 2 bonus battles here. It's from this season, but it's from when Ultra League Premier Cup was a thing, and I do believe these are in the Ultra League Premier Cup. This was me testing out Dragalge, and this team that you're seeing here was actually my go-to team for the Ultra Premier. I was having a ton of fun with it. Dragalge is super strong in the Premier meta. Alright, so we pick up a positive lead, and they switch into a Gallade, and we catch a Leaf Blade on our Scrafty. So this is still a dangerous matchup, because close combat still hits us for super effective, but even though these counters are resisted, they are doing quite a bit. So we're going to go straight for the foul play here. This does hit for neutral, and we should, if we land it, then we should be able to farm them down as long as we shield a potential close combat. So we actually decide to let it go, and it is a close combat. We're going to save our shields for Dragalge here. So they are probably going to get to a Leaf Blade up against my Jellicent, because they did have a lot of energy here. So, okay, they don't. I was not counting properly. But either way, able to farm them down. Let's see what comes back in. Is it going to be a Togekiss? So this is very bad because we have a Dragalge in the back. And I can't remember what the what do they have in the lead. My memory is garbage. So we land the Shadow Ball and we get a ton of lag. Now we're going to be throwing the Bubble Beam here. This is hopefully going to be getting a shield. We need to debuff this thing because those charms are going to hit us for super effective on our Dragalge. We land the Bubble Beam. Unfortunately, didn't get a shield there, but we're just going to go straight Bubble Beam at this point because we want to debuff this Togekiss as much as we can. They have an Empoleon. Okay, that's why they switched out. So we're going to go for another Bubble Beam here. This is going to be a Drill Peck, and it will be taking us out, so I think this is worth a shield because we want them to shield. We're like, hey, man, you better shield this, you know? You better freaking shield this. So we're going to go for the Bubble Beam. Once again, they shield it, and that's good. That is very good for us. We are going to be able to get to the Shadow Ball, but we decide to come in with the Dragalge and save the Shadow Ball for later because we might need it against the Togekiss. So now we're going to stay in here, and we are not going to shield, I don't believe. Yeah, Drill Peck is going to hit us for neutral. These waterfalls are hitting us for resisted, and they probably think they don't need to shield anything because Outrage is resisted, but it does a lot, my friend. It does a lot, and Togekiss comes in and goes down to double resisted Dragon Tails. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. So we're going to let this come through because we don't even need to shield that. And as you can see here, the Dragon Tails are doing more than the waterfalls were doing. So GG, my friend. GG. By the way, if you guys want to see me try Dragalge in the Ultra League remix, let me know because I can definitely do that because I was having a ton of fun with it. Yeah, I never made a video on it, but yeah, apparently I had 4 5-0 sets with this team. This is before it was even powered up all the way. It's like 2435 at the time. It's all the way up to 2493 now. Okay, then. Picking up a positive lead here up against a Machamp. And we are going to be switching directly into the Gallade this time. Not trying to catch because it's a Shadow Gallade. And we don't want to tank a Leaf Blade. It's still going to do quite a bit of damage. So that's why we switched right away in that situation. Plus, this Machamp is going to be coming in and absolutely obliterating us. So once again, sack Scrafty to the Elder Gods. Oh, they went for a Leaf Blade. Okay, they're going for another Leaf Blade. Let this go. Let it go. Because we're going to get farmed down by them at Champ. If we, like, Switch is not that important here. Because we have 2 other Pokemon that both beat Machamp. Dragalge as well as Jellicent. So we don't need to shield this Scrafty. Because they're just going to farm us down anyway. It would be a waste of shield. So now let's see what they come in with. Let's see if they have a response to Jellicent. They do not. They're coming back in with the Machamp. And I'm going straight for the Shadow Ball here. There's definitely merit to baiting with the Bubble Beam in this situation. But my guess, or my figure was, yeah, they might not even shield. Because they know that... Okay, so I decided to switch out and catch a Rock Slide here. The reason I did that is because if they're coming into... Yeah, if they're coming into a Jellicent with a Machamp, that means something else loses to Jellicent. So we're going to save that for later. We do bait out their last Pokemon, which is a Typhlosion. And they don't shield anything. So 4 shield flex, unintentionally, but yeah, you know what? Frick it. 1 more bonus battle, and this is a good one too. This is probably the best of the 3 I'm playing for you. Might as well turn all this stuff off. Probably should have done that earlier. Alright, going up against Gooant. A gooey ant. Alright, picking up a negative lead here. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Positive lead up against a Nidoqueen, and they come in with a Dragon Tail long neck. That's crazy. This man is, he's spicing out. So we're going to actually sack on the Scrafty here because Scrafty loses to Nidoqueen pretty easily. And we're just going to go straight for the Foul Play here. This is most likely another C-Bomb. It will not KO. But again, there's no reason to shield this because Nidoqueen is just going to come in and farm us down anyway. Our best result here is to get a shield with the Foul Play. Yep. And then go down to some Dragon Tails. And yeah, so we come out with shield advantage and we still have 2 Pokemon that beat Nidoqueen. So... that was the goal there. So, I think we come in with a Dragalge here because we don't have to worry about a dang thing. Although, those Dragon Tails are doing a lot to us. But we're not going to shield this. It's most likely a Seed Bomb. I didn't think it was a Dragon Pulse because it takes a long time to get to one. And they come back in with the Nidoqueen. So, once again, somebody is not knowing what to do when they see the big purple shrimp. So, we're going to go straight for the Aqua Tail there. Again, I think Outrage is... like, if you can land an Outrage, it's better than landing an Aqua Tail. But Aqua Tail still hits for super effective, so we call the bait there, and it is just a Poison Fang, which is resisted. Earth Power is super effective, so it's still a bit risky in this matchup here. We go for another Aqua Tail, and we both simultaneously switch, and their last Pokemon is a Politoed. So this one's looking pretty goddamn good, you know? We got Jellicent that's overpowered, you know? Overpowered in the meta, which didn't really change much for Ultra Remix. Also pretty overpowered in Ultra Remix. We call the bait. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt real bad. We're going for another Shadow Ball. We're going straight Shadow Ball here. They might be running Blizzard on their Politoed. And, yep. We're just gonna let this go as well. And it is a Weather Ball. And now we can just farm it all the way down. And, Nidoqueen comes in. We're going for the Bubble Beam here, which probably is a dumb play. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm gonna win regardless, but I could have just farmed him down. And they knew it was over there, so... 2 shield flex, wonderful. And the reason I 2 shield flexed is because I was running Jellicent. So, so if you went on to enjoy this video, I would very much appreciate it if you left a like. It does really help out the channel. And if you're new, subscribe as long as you enjoy the content. We do have a gaming channel, so if you want to go over and check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. Would very much appreciate it. We do work very, very hard on those videos. I haven't been receiving too many battle submissions lately, so if you guys got something crazy that you think needs to be put up on the channel, there's a link in the description called the battle submission form. You have to click, make sure you fill out the whole form, and you might be featured on the channel as long as you got something crazy cool for me to show you guys. But yeah, since I've been taking a little bit of break from this channel, you know, like not posting as frequently and working a lot more on the gaming channel stuff, I kind of stopped receiving battle submissions, so that's why I've been featuring like only my battles recently. And I do really enjoy featuring my battles because I can give you a more in-depth analysis on why the team was built the way it is. Whereas when I get a battle submission, I kind of have to guess or just go by a couple of sentences that you guys leave in the description of it. So, but either way, let me know what you like better when I featured my own battles or when I feature your battles. Either way, appreciate y'all stopping by. It really means a lot to me that you come and watch these videos. And yeah, see you in the next video. Shickety bockety bookety bookety bickety bickety bam. That's not my outro. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Billy Bravebird, Running Froggy, The North Star, Doug J. Dempsey, Ryan Borowski, Cleric, Dave Adamson, Draco Bound, Kenneth Allen Reed, DJ Mimsy, Clapton Caveman, King Edward, NZ Tech Freak, Austin Gustovic, Darkstone, Moach, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kitty Sophie, Kit Gulek, Edward O'Neill, Senor Stacks, Grizzinator, Winterfang, Infamous One, Trey, Brand Dixon, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Braden Seidel, Ankle Weights, Insubin, Mav Smith, Stashu, and Madhouse 655321.